Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you some Evelynn carry action, how to play her, and things to look for here in preseason 11. Right now, one of your best mythic items you can go for. It's not necessarily Hextech Rocket Belt. It's not bad, but I think Night Harvester or Riftmaker is a little bit better. I think you'll get a little bit more value out of them than you will out of Hextech Rocket Belt. I will say they are fairly situational though. I'm going to go start on my blue side. The enemies are playing very aggro. They have a strong level 1 since Seraphine is arguably one of the most overtuned champions in the game. And so we could potentially start Sleep Bubble. But yeah, if we 5-man stack, I think we win that. But fighting that 2v2 is going to be bad. So yeah, this game, their team... I'm actually probably going to go for RIFTMAKER. RIFTMAKER is going to be really strong. Doesn't look like we're going to get a leash, which sucks. And they also sped up the monsters a bit. Like they move faster in between auto attacks. It's almost like they're auto attack canceling. And they just move faster to chase you in general. I think it's kind of a bad thing because part of the skill as a jungler is just like understanding how to kite camps. So it almost seems like they're just trying to make the game easier. I'm going to take my blue and my grump. I'm going to full clear down. I'm up against a Nunu. Nunu doesn't typically do invades. Nunu typically just ganks a lot early and then prioritizes scuttle crabs. I didn't get a leash, so our clear might be a little bit slower than usual. I'm going to kite it towards our next camp. On Evelynn, it's important that you stay moving, particularly when your Q's on cooldown and you don't have your E in your first clear. If you just stand still and auto attack permanently, you're going to take a lot of damage and you're going to get really low on health. Oh, well played by Pyke. He didn't even need me. Fantastic. See, Nunu, he just did red buff into gank mid. That's one reason why for you lower elo players, low mid elo, I recommend playing power farm style junglers, since in low mid elo, the enemy jungler tends to take really bad ganks like you saw Nunu do. So by default, even though I haven't done anything, I'm super far ahead of Nunu now. So I built a lead by doing nothing essentially, and he has to climb back. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. We're going to be taking our golems here in a second. Kind of need the charm for the big one if you don't have smite. Getting blocked around him. Evelynn's clear is a little bit slower, I'd say. And maybe it's because I didn't get a leash, but it's not. If it's slower, it's not by too much. Ultimately, if you don't get a leash on her, you're full clear. You'll be finished around 320 to 330. That's about where we're at right now. That's fine though. It's still solid time. I don't think this is warded, but we're pushing in a big wave. Just flash on it. It's alright if you kind of use your flash early game, as long as the enemy jungler isn't something like Graves. Now, if they had a Graves, I wouldn't really go for this scuttle because I would die, possibly. But since it's a Nunu, he doesn't have enough damage to kill me anyways. Like, even if he lands that, it doesn't really matter. Or at least, I don't think it will. You see how his damage is just really low. Yeah, if that was a Grave, if they had a Graves or a Xin Zhao or something, yeah, I would have definitely just left the Scuttle Crab be, since I lost some health in the gank and my flash. I think the opposite side Scuttle is up. Not 100%. I'm actually happy I have a Pyke on my team. Evelynn plays really well with AD assassin mid laners like Pyke, Zed, Talon, Qiyana. They complement each other really, really well. Pyke in particular, since he has a lot of CC. Zed top may seem troll, but it's actually really strong. Zed top with Conquer has a lot of really good matchups. You'll see it a little bit more in higher elo. We are going to go RIFTMAKER this game. One of the nicest things about RIFTMAKERs is the Omni Vamp it gives. The Night Harvester stats aren't quite as useful as the Omni Vamp. God. Oh, you like that E attach? Yeah, for those of you who didn't know, Evelynn's E, when empowered, attaches like a Warwick Q. So as long as your animation is technically started, the damage will land. They can't get away from it. That's pretty much what happened there. We took a tight route to cut him off. We took a really tight route to where he couldn't really get away. All right, we'll go for a RIFTMAKER and a Dark Seal. On your first back, you really do want to get a Dark Seal. They're super, super strong. And we'll pick up a pink word as well. And we have free boots, so we're not going to grab boots because we can't. You can still go for Gathering Storm Absolute Focus, but if you're trying, or if you know, you can play the early and mid game. I would recommend going for the free boots, 5% CDR to tempo down the games. And we're going to be playing into Herald as well at the 8-minute mark. That's when Herald spawns. Dragon spawns at, I believe, 5-minute mark. I think that's when it spawns. Yeah, Herald spawns in after Dragon. Evelynn sucks at soloing dragons too. Until you have your first full item, it's just you'll get super low. It takes a while. It's risky. On Evelynn, Rift Heralds are by far better in the early game for her to go for. Rift Herald's much easier for her to solo. Yeah, we'll be going for RIFTMAKER. Like I said, Night Harvester is good still on Eve, and so is Hextech Rocket Belt. But in general, right now, the 15% Omni Vamp is just way too high. I assume they're gonna nerf it, and I will say, if they do remove RIFTMAKER's Omni Vamp altogether, then I would probably go for the Night Harvester or Proto Belt instead. But while it has the 15% Omni Vamp, which is ridiculous, you really want that. It's pretty damn strong. Oh, I messed that up. Oh well. Looks like Nunu just took Dragon. Doesn't really matter. Gromp gives you back HP and mana now when you kill it. So I don't always necessarily smite it. Alright, finally finish off that wolf camp so it can respawn. We're going to kite this into Herald, or maybe just killing top lane. Yeah, Evelyn's still really strong, guys, here in preseason 11. Season 11, she's still going to be at least a top 15 general champion, if not top 10. Ooh, he's staying. That's greedy. I'm not going to use anything that breaks wards. I'm already invisible. I don't want him to know I'm here. I'm going to walk right on top of him, use my W. Auto attack, E reset. And I can leave this wave to where Cho'Gath has a fat wave when he comes back and you can freeze it. See, I'm holding it. That way his minions can catch up before it crashes into turret. Now I can get Herald or go gank mid. Looks like we're going to gank mid. Pike's kind of hurting her right into me. Like a sheepdog. I mean, I don't care if he gets the kill. I just want an assist. I'm not going to flash or use R. Try to finish it. No reason to. He's doing really well. I'm going to pull this out away from where Nunu could potentially flash over a wall. Also, it's going to force him to really fight for it. I don't even need to use R. That's fantastic. I will say tank junglers. Now, this Nunu did mess up, to be fair. He put himself really far behind when he got himself killed mid, when he only had red buff. But Nunu isn't as good season 11 as he was season 10. He's still a top 20 jungle champ, but he's not a top 5, top 10 like he used to be. I have R. Oof. It happens. It happens. Cho'Gath Qs are pretty tough to land, even if the opponents are charmed. It comes out really slow. RIFTMAKER, yeah, let's grab that. It's going to be really, really big. Like I said, you may say, oh, well, then won't I want to go Proto Belt right now with how strong RIFTMAKER is? I don't think you do. RIFTMAKER is just really, really strong. If it gets gutted, which it probably should be, then it'll be Night Harvester, Proto Belt situationally. Oh, she flashed. I'm gonna act like I'm leaving, but I'm really not. Oh, I think they're... I don't know if they're trolling or if they're just trying to get away. She's definitely backing over here. I think I could find her. She has no flash. Alright, I'm not going to find her. I'll just go gank top. That works too. You want to try to lay your Herald before the 15-minute mark. That's when... It's either 15 or 14. Now I forget. When is that? It doesn't say. I forget. It's 15 or 14. We'll find out. But you want to lay it before then, before the plates fall off so you can get some gold. But you don't want to lay it. You want to lay it once it only has 2 plates because it can only break like 2 1/4 at once. Yeah, it's fucking Nunu. I knew that was gonna happen too. My RIFTMAKER's giving me a lot of damage. Since I was in combat, every second you're in combat, it gives you 3% bonus damage, which does true damage instead. Up to 15%. I'm gonna go ahead and take this turret. I want the turret. There's nothing from me topside here anyways, except for just farming my camps. Since Zed's dead, we need a pressure. So optimally, what should happen here is Cho'Gath should have rotated mid, since I can solo this. Him walking top is basically very long distance waste of time. He can go mid, get that turret with Pike. Because look, I can drop Herald. Herald can take like 2 to like right there. So I just need, yep, that's fine. I could easily take that. I'm gonna go rotate mid. I'll just ult away immediately. I'm not gonna take more damage than I need to. Plus, he could potentially kill me. Oh, and he's full item. Yeah, I really like RIFTMAKER. Super, super strong. It's still not bad. Like I said, to go Hex Tech or Night Harvester, you're not gonna lose the game off that. But RIFTMAKER's just overtuned right now for Evelynn. 15% Omni Vamp's just way too much. I don't know what they were thinking. 15%? Crazy. Probably just back. I can get my Mesh and tier 2 boots. Pike's rotating bot. I don't have R to deal with Zed. Yeah, we'll just get our Mesh. You normally don't want to get Mesh before 10 Dark Seal stacks, but I'm at 8 plus I'm fed, so it's whatever. I could easily get a kill and then I'll be at 10. You may say, well, why 10? 10% movement speed. If you don't have at least 10 Mesh stacks, it's not really giving you any value. You're really doing it for the 10% movement speed. And of course, if you have a full stack Mesh, it's kind of like having a Rabadon. A lot of AP. He doesn't have Herald, like they can't pressured turrets, realistically. Got her. Put the charm on Nunu. I thought they were going to try to fight that. Regardless, though, we're going to kill at least one of them. If they both try to run, whoever Pike goes for, we're going to kill. Let's take the turret. Let's get these plates. Yes, so it's... I think it is 14 minutes. Pike has a lot of AD. I have a lot of AP, so we're taking this pretty fast. Every plate you break, though, you see how it's stacked up to 3 now. It has a bunch of extra armor, magic resist. So we're not going to be able to break it. Or if we do, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a really long time. I'm surprised we didn't kill her. Champ's nutty. I don't know if my R just came up or if I messed that up, but I should have used my R. You may say, well, why aren't you maxing W? I particularly go W whenever I run Celerity Nimbus. Plus, they're not that tanky. They only have 1 tank, and their tank's behind, so you don't need the W extra magic shred and charm duration. Instead, I can just go E max second and one-shot people without even needing W, since they're squishy. Yeah, RIFTMAKER is so freaking strong. He got a shield. What the hell? Did that give it a shield? I didn't even know that. I didn't burn anything realistically. I still have my R and everything. I don't think I could have killed him with my R. Got it. Pike's on his way. I don't want them to necessarily know I'm here. Nice, nice. I like it. Got a cut there. So yeah, you may say, well, what items do you want to build next? After your mythic item, you normally just go for Lich Bane into Rabadon. It's pretty much your best setup. And you may say, well, in one video you actually rushed a Lich Bane. The item stats were a little bit different then. Plus, even if you did rush Lich Bane now, it is cheaper than the mythic items. And Lich Bane's only 3,000 and the mythic items are like 3,200 plus. So rushing Lich Bane actually isn't bad. Whenever you look at the stats, it gives you a lot of value. So you're still not going wrong with rushing Lich Bane. Whenever you look at the damages done to champs and stuff, or just damages done, Lich Bane is normally equal or more. So yeah, Lich Bane is still an option. Hextech Protobelt still an option. I did Night Harvester and had pretty good results. But like I said, right now, it's a little bit more optimal in my opinion to normally go RIFTMAKER. If they don't have a single tank on their team, then Night Harvester. But if they have at least one tank, then RIFTMAKER. And like I said, then we're going to go Lich Bane into Rabadon. I missed my initial Q. Oh well, guess we didn't need it. I'm running out of mana. Now I will say, if you're playing in high elo, let's say for the sake of argument D4+, if there's not very much gold to go around, rushing a Rabadon after your mythic item isn't bad. Especially since we have mesh stacks, we could actually just go for Rabadon here and skip the Lich Bane. If you don't have any Dark Seal stacks or Magi stacks, so if you just have 0 stacks, then Lich Bane is really good because of the base damage, but since we have the stacks, the Rabadon is going to play off of that very nicely with its 35% bonus AP, so if we can afford it, we'll go Rabadon. And you may say, well, why aren't you backing? I'm more fed than everyone without backing, higher level, so I don't need to. If you can already crush them with what you have, it's better to stay on the map so you don't lose your pressure. Just walk up and kill him. I can flash the wall here if I really want to. She's gonna leave me on a wild goose chase. No, she's not in the bush, otherwise I would say she could see me. That's a lot of damage, guys. Oh, Herald's up. I need to go grab that. Herald's super important on Evelynn. Like, obviously Dragon Soul is good too, but Evelynn needs to try to get an inhibitor before Dragon Soul spawns. So we're still like 3 dragons off on either team from Dragon Soul. So if you can get an inhib before that, you're pretty much win the game for free. Evelynn needs map pressure, so the enemies aren't moving around as a 5-man death ball. We'll be grabbing that here in a second. Ooh, there's Nunu. I feel safer now. I didn't want to like hop the wall and take it. That'd been annoying. This Pyke's pretty good. I might add him. Pyke players are my favorite players. It's a cool champion and works really well with my champ pool. Ooh, what do we have here? We have a Kaisa on the run. What a turd! He wanted the R gold. He flashed just to get R gold when he doesn't need it. The dude's already sitting on 16 kills. It'd be better for him to just save his flash, because if they kill him, they get 1k gold. So, ooh, I might die here. I smited the big raptor for the healing, because I was just trying to stay alive. Kill him! Kill them all! Oh, I was trying to level up my E. I leveled up W on accident. Got him. And the Omni heal is just so strong. I love it. That little bit of extra healing in combat. Oh, she landed it. I didn't actually think he was gonna land anything. I had low hopes. I needed to believe in him. We need to pull off. We're sitting on 1k shutdown gold. Don't want to die. Pyke's looking for kills. Got it. It's better if the jungler gets the final hit for the XP the dragons or heralds give, since the jungle item gives you bonus XP from monsters. Oh, she threw out her bubble way too soon. She needed to wait till I was closer because I hadn't committed to a specific pathing yet. If you're throwing out skill shots and the enemy hasn't committed to a pathing yet, they're just still kind of just moving around. It's hard to land it. It's tough, 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 tough. Alright, we need to buy some items. Our R's down anyway, so going in for kills is risky. But like I said, since we're full mesh, we're going to go for Rabadon. If you have no stacks, then I would highly recommend Lich Bane instead, since Rabadon is so freaking expensive. So we're going to be going into our Lich Bane next. We're going to sell a refill, and we'll pick up an Aether Whisper for the movement speed. And we have quite a bit of AP. Nice. So from our Magi Soul Stealer, it is giving us 125 AP plus 20. So we have 145 off of it. 120 here plus an extra 148. Looking pretty good. You kill her. Nice. That hurt. Oh, Pyke died. Damn. That's one thing about Pyke. This champ's squishy. He needs a front line. Got her. It's time to lay Herald. We can break this turret without Herald, but we'll get the next turret and inhib with it. Both of our minions are gonna die. Herald does like that much. It's dead. Nice. I'm gonna block for the Herald. I don't want to die. Nuna's gonna speed out of base. He ran into the inhib, but the Herald would have blocked it. Either way is fine. I could. Ooh, I think I can pick a kill here. Want him to walk. Nice. Hey, clean. I like that. Cho'Gath's really paying attention there. Solid. We do have their inhib. We should push bot next. Got him. Just go over the back wall. Better safe than sorry when you're sitting on 1k shutdown gold and their 80 carry seems decent. She has more CS than ours and more kills when she has a weaker team. That's impressive. Yeah, we should all be bot right now. There's really no reason to be mid. Cho'Gath's got the right idea here. And his name is I Am Bronze. Look at that. So after Lich Bane, a lot of Evelynn's 5th and 6th items are situational. After Lich Bane, we could go for Void Staff. They don't really have much magic resist. Since they don't have much MR. Like Hourglass is an option. Morello's an option if they have healing. Banshees is potentially an option. Nashers is an option if they have open inhibs or an open nexus. Oh, Nuna's kind of running it down. I think he's had enough. Mess her up, Cho'Gath. Yeah, this Zoe is just having a hard time. It's not easy to play Zoe when there's a fed assassin jungler. You just get one tapped. Wow, Zed's CDR is pretty dang low. My flash is up, but my R is not. I don't have any Merc Treads either, so if I get by CC, I die. Having to play back a bit because of that. Alright, we need to leave. We're out of mana. Our whole team's low. Gotta know when to call it off. I wish Magi's would stack higher. I'd be fine with the stacks giving less, like per stack, but I feel like it should be able to keep going. Like maybe to 40 or... Oops, sorry Jinx. I don't know why that Raptor decided he needed to do that. We have a big control of the map. Once you have big map control and a big team advantage, that's kind of when you just take every dragon on Evelynn. Normally you give up the first dragon on her unless it's free. And you give up the first one for Herald typically, or sometimes the first 2 for Herald, just depends. Because having Dragon Soul in the late game is pretty important. Even if your comp's a little bit worse, typically if you can get Drag Soul, you can pinch out a win. Zed's pushing it up. I'll go nab that. Our flash is up. Go back, get our Lich Bane. Against their team, I'd probably get an Hourglass, because right when I'm getting drowsy and right when I'm about to sleep, I could just Hourglass to avoid it. Ooh, that Omni Heal actually kind of saved me a little bit. Nice. Yeah, I forget what I was saying, but yeah, Hourglass would be good. Oh yeah, Hourglass is good against their team. After Lich Bane, I'd probably go Hourglass. And that's pretty much it, guys. I just want to show you just how strong RIFTMAKER is on Evelynn right now. If you enjoyed this Evelynn general commentary guide, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to chat and chill live, come check out the stream. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.